Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Now, this is going to be our last Logging from Scratch episode for Farming Simulator 2017. This series is going to kick right back up again. I guess it'll be starting tomorrow because 2019, Farming Simulator 2019 is coming out. So we're going to start a Logging from Scratch series on the new game because I do want to keep this series going. It's been a heck of a fun time, and I actually do enjoy starting from scratch. It's like people told me, it is really exciting and it's something different. So this episode I'm going to run long. I mean, whatever. I mean, it could be 20 minutes, half hour, hour. I don't know, whatever we feel like doing. I'm going to run around with the Scorpion. I mean, we pretty much ended up switching back to our original equipment again after our Logging from Scratch. So it's been a pretty short little series, this one, just because we started it pretty late in the game. The next series will definitely be a tad bit longer than this one, so I think it'll be pretty fun. Either way, I've had a blast doing this, and I think we're going to definitely continue this stuff for sure. And I mean, ultimately, once 2019 comes out tomorrow, there's really nothing else I have for my own mods to be able to record the other series. So we'll have to do a Logging from Scratch series, which is fine by me. I think it'll be fun. What I am gonna miss is my own equipment for the first bit. Oh, there we go. Now, what were we cutting to? I said 6s, I think, but I'm going to do 5s instead, because I'm more comfortable with 5s, always have been. Always been more comfortable with 5s. There's lots of trees laying all over the place from when we were just screwing around in the last episode, so we can walk through with that loader and clean all that up after, too. Oh, yeah, right. I keep trying to turn the head like my processor, but it doesn't do that. Forgot about that. So this thing's going to be a pretty messy little toy here, as we can't really pile the way we normally do, all pretty like. Let's just put these over here. This is not how I like to make processor piles, but whatever. As long as they're straight and in a row, that's all I really care about, to be honest. Yeah, and then when the new game comes out tomorrow, there might be a slight delay in me recording episodes, just because I'm not sure how long it's going to take for me to record stuff, so you might have a couple days where we just have some, like, I don't know, I'm going to set some stuff up here where you have still some content coming out, but it might be a little bit of a delay on the farming stuff right off the bat. Then we got to get modding, too. Lots of modding to do. Man, this is so weird, trying to process like this. I think it's just because I've spent so much time on my other processor recording those, or making those videos for the save game pre-cut map save games. So. I guess that's just where these want to go. Just, you know, I'm not going to drag them anymore. I'm just going to drop them and cut them where they are. And then we can sort it out with our big, beautiful loader. That's what that's for. Yeah, it's crazy. This is, we're already on the last episode of this for this. Like I said, we did start this pretty late in the game compared to, like, our logging series. Obviously, that's gone on for, like, a year plus. But it just feels funny because this is, like, such a new series, but yet we're pretty much done with it already. Done with this version of it anyway for this game. And then I'm sure we'll be jumping right into a Scorpion in the new one. Or maybe we'll try out that Komatsu thing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one yet. Can I reach that tree? That's pretty cool. I can. Oh, I can. Oh, okay, rubber body. What do we want next? How about that tree? That tree looks like it wants to be cut down. Get on there. Get on there. There you go. I definitely want to do an FDR version of the Scorpion for sure. One with a proper head on it. Maybe one with a head that weighs more than the frickin' log so it doesn't bounce around all over the place. That'd be probably pretty good. I've had a few people ask me to do a version of this thing. An FDR style version. And we might. I just hate how much it flops around. If you guys ever go watch an actual Ponzi Scorpion, which I'm sure lots of you have, working, it's just like night and day difference. It's kind of crazy. Reach that tree? Oh yeah. Didn't that pile? Now we get to test the weights on our loader trying to load this stuff. I think that'll be pretty funny too. And then I want to do, what I would like to do is at least one load to the mill before we call the series over. So I don't know if we have enough for one load yet or not. Probably not. Let's go up in here, grab some of these. Maybe get this little guy here. Ooh. Put that over there. At least this thing's better than that piece of crap Sambro thing. The only reason I remember the name is because I was so upset with that thing. I didn't do it, but I almost took the time to actually find a thumbs down for the thumbnail that I could put in the picture because I hated it so much. I don't think I've ever hated a machine quite enough to do something like that. Can you lower the head on this thing? I don't think so, man. Down? No. Or there was a thing that made it so you could lower the head. I put in the old one in 2015, remember that? Drag this all the way around the world here. And we'll cut these two and then we'll go see how much of a load we got. I think we probably got enough sticks, because that trailer's not super big. There's only 2 bunks that'll be able to fill with it anyway, not like the regular 3 bunks like our trailer. Let's grab this big Betty right here and we'll call her again. I still can't believe we're moving to a new game already. Well, I guess not already. It's been a while, but I'm just surprised by it, I think. All right, let's turn this sucker off here. All right, I think we got enough to fill that truck more than likely. So let's hop in our loader, our home base as I call it, because it's familiar as beans. So familiar. Okay, so one thing that we do have going on is we have a lot of these longs laying around too. So you might have to put the shorts on, kind of cradle it, and then, God, you remember? I'm like throwing these pieces aside. Remember when this would be like, oh my God, that's so much money for us in our company. In the next game, when we have more time, I'll actually take the time to go through and make money. But you guys can see how we would be starting to get rich now with all the equipment we got and what we're doing. We have 35K in the bank right now, which isn't like a crazy amount, but between scorpioning, I don't know how you'd say that, and using this loader, I think we would be rich pretty fast. So I'm going to take these and put them aside too, because we're going to load this up at the end. Might as well sprinkle those on there. That's a good chunk of money for not too much effort. Now I'm not finding these trees too badly heavy, mostly because I think I'm just picking up little guys. But I know a lot of people complained that in the vanilla game, which is this, the base game, you couldn't pick up very many trees. There's too much weight for the loader, so we'll test it with this theory right here. These ones are probably pretty heavy. I can see, yeah, I can see it. I can see the weight being pretty extreme now. But not impossible to move, just heavy-ish. And we'll throw that there. Do you think that's it for longs? I've got one up here. And we'll put that with this one here. See how much easier we can like arrange all this stuff and organize it and make it nice. Can you imagine trying to do this with that bobcat? Oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. It was a bad time. And then we can go through all this stuff and make it into nice piles. That's the next step. Actually want a picture up here of our big mess that we've created. Put it on this rock here. Yeah, we'll just clean it up and all are good. So let's make ourselves some piles here first. These piles are a tad sketchy. There's already quite a bit in this pile, so I think we'll use this as our base pile right here. And that can actually go with the tops. We'll make a collection of tops if I can pick this thing up. Alright, well, that's a good spot for the tops, right in here. I think we're going to have way too many logs to do a single load. So I just realized how thick these are, these pieces of wood, so it'll probably fill up pretty fast. It's kind of a top, it's pretty thin. Let's grab all of these. See if I can get all these. There we go. There we go. We're just gonna stack them right here. This will be our pile that we're gonna pick from. And we got one more over there too. You want to get a nice big guy. Let's not waste our grab here, so let's grab a couple more. Flick that top back. That. Take, oops, get the little bugger. You can just bite it. There we go. Light bite. I guess they're this way. Better put them proper or picking them up is going to be horrible. And we'll grab a couple of these. Actually, let's just bump these together here. Oops. Darn stumps. The bane of our existence, eh? Enough. And can be a little bit nicer put. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. Slip these in here. Yeah, we definitely have more than a truckload for sure. There's a lot of wood. I didn't realize how much we'd cut. I was like, oh yeah, we better cut lots. I keep thinking for my 3-bunk log trailer, I think that's why. Because that thing you literally do need a lot. So maybe we'll do 2 loads to the mill if we can actually get the wood off the truck. These are kind of like tops, so I'm going to put them at the top pile. Just a little pile of crap. So, you know, why doesn't Giants build a loader like this guy and put it in the game? Why not? Then I can just quit modding. They can make all the equipment that I want properly. Then I can just play the game and record videos. No? Probably not, hey? Giants will never do it anyway, because they have people like me who's just going to go do it for them. And then they can save all the money and time and manpower. Maybe it's people like us who ruin it for the logging group because companies don't want to build it themselves. Nah, they probably still wouldn't do it. Actually, they'd probably get rid of logging entirely if there wasn't the base that we've created, I think. Not to sound too pompous, but we really, really have created a large logging base for this company. Four Giants. I know we have. I've heard it from some high-ups that logging would probably not be as big of a thing if it wasn't for what we've done so far, so. Okay, so let's see how much wood we can get on this truck, I guess. So let's find a nice spot to load from. Probably this corner here. Then bring old ugly truck over and give it a shot. What's this for a loading spot right here? Yep, feels pretty stable. Alright. Let's see how many sticks we can get on this bad boy. I think we have 2 loads at least for sure. And probably about there's where I want it. I'm actually going to unlock this load just because I do want to pile them all in here. And this will be our weight test to see how many logs we can pick up with one grab. This loader doesn't act too bad. It's not tipping over. Maybe when you're doing longs, I can imagine it being pretty iffy. Oops, I just realized I can't do what I just tried to do. I was trying to shuffle them all to the right a little bit. That's okay. Even if they stick out a bit, no problem. And put some more in there. If we bump it up from the beginning, and as long as we keep our grapple in the middle, it's fine. Oh, I really don't like these logging bunks, though. Not a fan. Now, we could sprinkle the shorts in there, actually. Let's do that, because that's actually, like, the perfect natural cradle it just created. So let's grab all these. Let's grab these shorts, and I want those other shorts from that other pile. These tops, I guess they'd be more accurately named. Alright, we'll put those there. I'll use that front headache rack. There we go. Beautiful. Just sprinkle them all in there just like that. And I want to grab these ones from over here as well because we might as well. Now we could just go crazy with this load and see if we can get it all in one shot. We'll make like an uber bad load. Oh no! Oops, kind of hit a bump there. Oh, I had another one. Now I gotta rebuild it. Oh man. You gotta be careful when you're traveling with a log full of stuff. The things are slippery. I'm also kind of traversing from a bad position. In real life, I'd be like, hey, truck driver, back up here for a minute. So I don't have to walk over there and wreck my machine. Alright, well, there's some more. So we'll get those nicely tucked in here. Oh man, those little ones are so brutal. Okay, we'll grab this one. Check it on top in there somewhere. Looks good. And then we're going to bury it with more shorts as well. I'm actually going to walk to a flatter spot, like right here now. It's not even a flatter spot. Here, we're literally going to go to a totally flat spot. And then we can just drive that truck over there and reach over. Or maybe we'll, let's see. What's that? That looks pretty flat. Flat. Looks good. I'm gonna walk those while I move. Oops. Right about there. Perfect. For another couple shrimp on the barbie here, and I think we're getting there. And we're We're gonna pencil these off the bat here. Why am I looking so low? Here we go. Tower of power. Let's build this thing up, man. Let's see how many logs I can get on this truck. And put more higher. Can't do this crap with the bobcat or the wheel loader, can you now? Not a chance. Alright. No, don't fall yet. Alright, so before we stack it too high, let's lock this up and move it over a little bit. Actually, about there's where I want to go. Let's actually unlock that. So now what I want to do is I want to find out how much we can fit on this back bunk. I'm sure we can get at least all of these without a problem. Oh, I guess that one's just going to rest on the truck there for a bit. Okay. Feel like that. Perfect. Little buddy here. Then maybe we can somehow make this work where we can get all those longs on there too. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I'd like to try. I would like to not have to send another truck up here just for those little bit. Just for that little bit of stuff. There we go. Alright, let's grab that. Put that over there. Yeah, without a doubt we'll be able to get all of these on there. It's just the longs that'll be the tricky part. What I want to try to do is I would love to try to build like a cradle on top even, and then just lay them in the top. That'd be sweet. There's kind of already a little bit of a cradle on the front one. Oh man, we still have all of these. TP effect here. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of where it's going to get challenging because we're going to have all of this, which is going to go all over the place. Now what I want to do, like I said, is see we kind of have a little tiny bit of a natural cradle happening at the front one here. Just a little bit. So let's bump this log up here. It'll stay up there. And let's bump this log up here. Just ever so gently. This will be like the most time-consuming, complicated load I've ever made for this game, but it's fun. And what I want to do is do this on the front back bunk and the back bunk. That way I can lock the load. Like that. See how we kind of have like a bit of a groove in the middle there? Now, what I want to do is get out and take a look here. So we have room, we could probably take that middle log out, and we got room, we could probably taper them on top. But see, now we got like this kind of a nice natural looking cradle here that'll hold up on both sides. So let's do an individual lock of this one, just because I don't want to knock them off while I'm playing with the back bunk. And then we should be able to lay those longs right in the middle. Like I said, can't do this kind of stuff with a wheel loader. Oops. Let's go this way a little bit. There we go. Alright, so let's build ourselves a cradle. Alright, so just a little pinch of that one. That looks good. This is where we're going to get a little technical here. So we're going to have to get that one to come up. I just don't want to knock all the other logs here. This is fine dental work at this point. There we go. Perfect. And I want you to sit nice and gently right there, like a good log. Who's my... Oops. Oh, man. Okay, let's just take these two right out of here, because this is going to be complicated to do if we keep messing with them. Okay, so let's take this big guy. Find its little center of gravity here. Looks good. And what I want to do is put this big guy kind of on the edge here. Tower of power. And what else? What do we got in here? So let's take a look. So that's kind of already my natural bridge. So maybe I'll just chuck that last log. Just because if I put it in there, it'll probably wreck the rest of the load. Okay, so we don't need this one. We're gonna say this one's not good enough for the party. Oh, it's too heavy to move by hand. All right. It can go join its friends in the wild. Or we could get really crazy and just slip it in here if we wanted to. No. That's not gonna work. I thought maybe I could drop it in between just as a laugh. Uh oh, now we're gonna get stuck in here. There we go. That'll be one of the leftover remnants. Okay, so now the fun part of dropping those logs on top. Problem being is, I don't know if we can get all of them on there. There's, well, I don't know, there's like 5 logs or something. It's gonna be pretty tight, man. This has been a fun last episode, though. Just, I love loading, as you can see. It's kind of like a science. It's kind of like an art sometimes when you're loading. Sometimes it's easy peasy, just throw everything on the truck and away you go. Other times, when you're down to like the end of the block, kind of like this style, where we're just cleaning everything up, then you kind of got to be a little bit more creative to get everything on there the way you want. Alright, let's see what happens. Pretty sweet load though, right? Definitely worth watching this episode. This was fun. Ooh, it's not very even here, is it? You know what I might do is I might actually turn it a bit this way. I'll load it straight on. There we go. Alright, you guys ready for this? Dun, dun, dun. Now, should I try just dropping all of them at once? Nah, I should probably do a little pick here. I'll do 3 at a time. We'll do butts ahead, or maybe we'll do butts at the back just because the front sits up a bit. Alright, now we can do butts ahead because we've filled the back with the butts, so it's lifted it up to be almost even. Actually, we have 1 butt forward, 1 butt back, so that'll be okay. There we go. And oop, a little too far there. Perfect. And let's crush it in there. I think that's as good as she gets, man. Let's see here. Let's do an outside view. Beautiful. Man, that looks really good. Can't believe we did it. We only had to lose 1 tiny short log. Alright, let's get this sucker to the mill. and see what it's worth. I want to unload it. Lock it all up. Now let's see if we can get it to the mill. It's gonna be one heavy ass load. See if this little truck is built for this kind of stuff. Uh-oh. You can turn like 90 degrees, that's nice. Look at that load. I'm proud of that load. That looks really good. So I drive it all over the place here. Alright, now we're gonna need the momentum of this bugger to get down this hill and just give her here. I imagine this load's gonna be worth a pretty penny though. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, I didn't think that was gonna happen. What if I disconnect it? Oh no, that's trouble. How are we gonna fix that? I guess our loader will have to walk it down the hill. Oh man, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Not in a million years did I think that thing was gonna tip. Apparently she's a bit top heavy. Here I was thinking, oh man, it's a nice smooth transition, finish our episode, we get to just drive out. Sweet deal. Apparently not. Apparently we screwed up hard. That's good. This thing should be able to lift it up. Luckily it wasn't like, you know, halfway between here and the mill. That would have sucked. That would have been very, very, very unfortunate. Oh look, there's a long up there too. Little long. No, we're gonna leave it. Alright. Well, we tipped the truck, so that's good. At least the straps are still on, so we didn't lose the load. This stuff happens, even in real life. Then they have to walk a loader or a skidder 2 or 5 kilometers to pick it up and move it. This will actually, maybe this will be a better thumbnail instead of that other one. I was not expecting this thing to roll. So we'll have to get it from that side. Oh. I'm just trying to find a good screenshot. Probably from that angle looks good. Alright. Let's see here. I need to get in this guy. So I think the best way will be from this side. And then we'll just kind of give it a bump. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, short work of that, eh? No problem with this machine. Alright, we'll just park this guy here. Now we're going to drive a lot more carefully because I didn't think it had it in it to roll down that hill like that. Top heavy little shit. Absolutely crazy. So we're going to drive right through this guy's field because I don't want any sharp turns. 50 kilometers an hour. Nice and easy through the town. Now how are we going to unload this thing? I guess we could use that crane. I really don't like the crane though. Maybe I can roll it into the chip point, sell point. Alright, so this we gotta be careful. Yeah, so you're real careful on that one this time. It's probably just because it's turned so sharp because I'm not using a wheel. This is a crazy driver. Which is a pretty shaky little load for sure. These machines actually handle really nice though. Like these trucks and stuff. I really enjoy driving this. It's a little light, but it feels good. So the new game, we're going to try to copy these machines, but just put the different bodies on them. Alright, so how are we going to do this? We're going to try the stupid crane thing. The crane thing that we all love to hate. Maybe if I just drive over, it'll sell my stuff. That'd be cool. Let's see if we can just drive over the sell point. Not quite. Alright, we're back her up then. Oops. Let's not back it up that sharp. Just want over a little bit. Beautiful. Alright, let's uncrane it. Or unload it with the crane. Uncraning, same thing. These are weird little mouse things here. Okay, so first we're gonna have to grab those ones off the top there. I drag my mouse down. Oh, hitting that. There we go. Okay. Instead of taking the time to actually unload this whole thing, because I will go mental, I'm going to see if I can just tip it with the crane. Oh god, just go over there. Actually, we'll have to get it on a stake here, so let's go. Ha 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 ha. That's the trick. Will it tip back up rightfully? Oh yes it will. There you go. You can save that trick in your trick book. So now we're at 68. So that load by itself was worth a little over 30 grand. So you can see if we were to continue this process how we could definitely start making some crazy profit. That's cool, man. Can't believe we got this far. Can't believe we did it. We started with firewood in the back of the pickup, and now we're loading with my loader in this bad boy. But that's it. I mean, that's it for this this portion of the series. I mean, there's nothing really else I can do for finishing things up. I mean, we cleaned up our block pretty good. We took a big chunk of it out, more than I thought we were going to be able to accomplish with the equipment we had, and we got most of it to the mill, piece by piece. We went through a bobcat, a wheel loader, chainsaw, truck with a really crappy trailer, and yeah, we kind of showed a process. So in the next game we're going to start all over again. I imagine the process will be very similar, but it'll be in the new game, so we'll have nicer new environments, better graphics, all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So tomorrow, well, in conjunction with this video coming out, tomorrow I guess will be the day 2019 comes out. So depending on the situation, I might do some live streaming, or I might do just record some episodes and then post them throughout the week. But we'll see how it goes either way. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have enjoyed this series, definitely leave a like, leave some comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe now, because there's going to be some really cool stuff coming out. And yeah, we're going to have logging from scratch is going to be starting again tomorrow, just on the new game. So it'll be kind of a whole new series starting over again. And then, yeah, we'll slowly introduce equipment. And that yellow loader, which is kind of funny, that'll actually be the first one we're working on. So as my logging from scratch series goes on, that'll be the first piece of equipment we hopefully can publish. So we'll see this thing pop into 2019, and we want to try to get it on consoles and stuff as well. And as you can see, this is a valuable piece of equipment. Look how much wood we moved in one episode compared to what we normally move in, 8 episodes with a bobcat or a Ford or whatever. So yeah, anyway, if you guys liked all this stuff, definitely stick around for more coming up soon. And if you guys are in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys later.